Welcome, welcome, welcome. You've made it to part 5 of Captain Trips's After Us playthrough. So we're here taking a look at the vessels that we've gotten so far and the spirits from those. Didn't do too well in the B vessel, but we're back with another opportunity to get to it. So looking back at our kind of map here, let's go back to a juncture where we can easily get to our next vessel. Completed the bee, completed the dog. How do we get around to these other parts? Let's see. Maybe I could just start here in the square. Alright, we ran through here briefly during our last playthrough. So once again, you can go left to get to one vessel. You can go right to get to another. Let's go left and see what there is out here. And let me not be rude and introduce myself. For those that don't know who I am, my name is Captain Trips. I am a variety content creator between Twitch, Kick, and here on YouTube. You are currently watching me play After Us, a platformer from Private Division and Piccolo Studio. Shout out to them for sending this key so I can provide you guys with some content and for you guys to get a look at this beautiful game. And we're headed to a place we've never been before, so get ready for some new stuff. So this is the factory area. As you can see, it's closest to the pig vessel, but we'll get into that a little bit later. First things first, let's go ahead and clear up this oil rig and clean up this area a little bit. All right, I do want to share this. You see where I actively started a path toward the pig vessel and then I went somewhere else? That'll come back into play shortly. So I hopped on another train, or I tried to. I got on a train to get where I got, and then I got on another train and thought I was getting closer to the vessel. I was not. Completely different atmosphere. We were just at a town square. This is a little bit more rural, and now we're closer to that deer or stag vessel. It didn't take too long for me to realize, oh, I'm on a farm, seemingly like in the Dust Belt, I guess. But you know, my style is I'm gonna try to go ahead and do these little bursts of life and grow some foliage out here. You hear the children's laughter as we go on a little deeper. I just want to provide some kind of relief to this environment, this atmosphere. And off the bat, we're getting signs that, okay, we've got spirits out here. We need to be on the lookout for memories. So let's start looking on this farm where we can find. I bet that's a pathway to something else. We'll look for that later. All right, we got a spirit above us, and I need to figure out how to get it. Can't jump and throw my heart, so let's see if there's a way for us to climb up there or shimmy our way up. Up, and we found it. So if that worked so well the first time, let's try that again in the other barn. All right, and then we've got those memories. Remember, they tell a story just through pictures, but you can see the progression of the story through the pictures. So each biome has its own memory that you collect from devourers. Some of them could be trying to eat you, some of them could be laid up somewhere, but it's up to you to find them and go off the beaten path to do so. So it looks like we're leaving the farm and going to the quarry. I like this stage. For things that you guys are about to see, it was challenging. It kind of challenged me to think quickly, to think on my toes, and you'll see why in a moment. Those damn intrusive thoughts. We started out 2 for 2, and it's easier to want to collect all the memories than it is to actually do so. All right, this area is interesting because all that muck is all around the tracks. But as you sing and you see, oh, something is over here to the left, you'll have to navigate, and you only have so many options to do that. Gotta be quicker than that. I almost kind of felt bad for these devourers with the blocks on their backs. Let's speed this thing on up a little bit. Alright, so now we can navigate over here. But still, something's calling me over here. And so that's how easy it is to miss like a memory or a spirit. All right, up we go. And up again. Let's see if we can't change perspective on them. All right, so we can get to this spirit. No issue. That's always nice. Got the spirit of a donkey. You know what another word for donkey is, right? I was like, what the hell? And it just continues to happen, and you're just wondering, like, what do I do? And it continues to happen. Do I try to get past it? Nope. So this is a new contraption we have to deal with, and we'll learn how to put it out together, right? So I died a couple times, and then I was just able to, okay, you can snuff it out with your light. Seems simple enough, right? So as you can see, this concept is going to keep coming up as we traverse through the quarry. So I'll save you some heartache. I went to go try to get the spirit and could not navigate my way up. So eventually I just had to go forward. You know we gotta greet the animals. But at the end of the day, we want to hit this switch and push this cart. So let's do it. It must have switched back after a time, but now we've got it on the right track. Let's follow it down because it just smashed through a wall, and that's where we need to go next. Some of them are locked in place. Some of them you can't do anything with. And then you got these jerks. So they are not down and out. They are on their feet and they are willing to wreck stuff. And usually I wouldn't even mess with a lot of enemies, like a group of enemies. I will kind of let them do their thing because it's not integral. But I'm trying to get these memories. And sometimes the memory is in one of these big bads. And you'll have to knock them down and survive. But, you know, if Gaia goes balls to the walls with it, she can take them all out. It just takes a little bit of persistence. Gotta push these things the right way, you know? And that's just it. It's the freedom of exploration. Oh, I wonder what's out here. And there might just actually be something out there. And just when you think you understand, like where you are, a wall exposes even more scope and how small you are in this huge atmosphere. And we have to navigate it. We've got to traverse it in order to find that dear vessel. Now, I guess one thing I would say here is, just about maybe 2 levels ago, I was, Tony Hawk grinding on wires, high wires, and that was cool. But these rails, I can't grind on the rail, bruh. We can't easily traverse the rails. Nah, okay, all right, wrong game. You see, I gotta keep pushing this one. Got some crickety wheels. So a person was standing on top of a block that was on top of another person. Interesting. So I want y'all also to notice with these fuses, right? Y'all hear the sound, not only the fuse is making, but like the music changes up. It literally just like puts a red hot poker on my nerves, and it's like, hurry up. And so again, the fuses make an appearance. So you have to systematically and selectively put out the fuses. And there are more of them than you think. And this time we were successful. Keeping it real with you, that music change up. I'm like, what y'all doing? What's going on here? Why are you? Uh-oh, we getting bombarded with enemies. That's why. Okay, thanks for the heads up. Appreciate it. But it's like I told y'all earlier, I'm not running from the fight today. If it's 30 of y'all, all 30 of y'all getting laid down before I leave the room. You gotta know that. And then on to the next thing. So, this game has a thing for puzzles. And what they like to do is they like to kind of train you up on the concepts slowly but surely to make sure you can handle it. And then they put they tighten the screws up on you. And so that's getting ready to happen shortly. You just got to see it. Do you see all these fuses they have going on at one time? And it's like you have to ping pong, bow, 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 and get them all. Can you? We sure did. And just when you think you feel like super accomplished, we just got through that long hallway with all those fuses. Man, we're only going up from here. They do it to you again. And I really still tried to like outrun it. I can't believe I did it, but I did it. I'm purposely leaving all of these attempts in the video, and I'll tell you why. I wanted y'all to show that you can get it. I got it just like in 2 or 3 turns, and I did so on that last turn simply because I took my time and let the fuse kind of run past me a little bit. Not enough where it was too far for me to do anything, but so I could see where it was going, right? And what worked for me at the beginning, which was literally aiming at every fuse there was, did not work for me at the end. But you know what? It did work for me. Letting the fuse meet the other fuses, putting them all out at once versus 8 different fuses. But it worked in the beginning. So you have to kind of just find your temperament with it. Take your time. You got to mess up a couple times, but just keep going. You can get it. I like this because you can tell how many enemies are left by however many tentacles. Oh, the sneak attack. Somebody snuck over me. I was not planning to see that. But we're here. We're going to fight and we're going to get them off us. So how many are left? Okay, so with that, we lead up and we're going to a different environment. It looks like all paths converge into this one sphere. And we're going to go to the sphere and see what they're talking about in there. And I hope it gets us a little bit closer to the deer vessel. But you know what we got? We got a full memory. Well, almost. So we missed two, but it turns out that our sculptor sculpted a statue of her as a ballerina, but she was wheelchair bound. Interesting. And it's that human touch. You know, each environment has its own memory. You know, the fisherman was out there, then they ran out of fish, then the boat capsized, and his wife was leaving, flowers for him. And now we have this sculptor. I wonder how many more stories can be told while telling the story within the story. No time to ponder on that. We've got a new environment, so let's clean up some of this ick and then progress. Where are we? What are we seeing? What is this? And just like that, you understand the stakes. You can't run past these lights or bullets will be flying at you. But still, we move. All right, now the lights are starting to sway back and forth. So we just look for a window and then we go. As you see, I was hightailing it and I got caught in a snare. So in addition for the lights, there are other traps out here. Now, straight up traps are being laid for us. So it's up to us to not get caught or ensnared within them or the lines. I can see the line right now, but can you see it when you zoom in through the trees? So you're gonna have to take a little bit of, time, a little bit of grace to get where we need to go. But we're making our way up through the traps that they set for us. Thankfully, we're able to use our burst of life to give us a little bit of room that we can maneuver with and kind of come back to the equation. Still thankful that none of those bullets have hit me. I don't think they're supposed to. I think it's supposed to just scare you, but it worked. Really unique design choices, and I appreciate them all. At this point, I'm just going for broke because I feel like we are in the end, and we are. So if you couldn't tell, this was how they were going to position the deer vessel the entire time, as a byproduct or the decimation of the deer by byproduct of hunting, over hunting, not even hunting to live, but just hunting for sport. And that's why the achievement said that this is not a trophy. We're taking in all of these vessels and we're being made weaker. I just think that's interesting. And perhaps Gaia is able to hear them. One thing I do know is that's going to wrap up our gameplay for this week. I'll be back next week with another drop of After Us. Really enjoying this game. It's very beautiful. Let me know in the comments if you guys are liking the game, if you guys are liking the gameplay, if you guys are liking the commentary, what you like, what you don't like. Maybe we'll get that fixed up. It's your boy Trips. I do appreciate you all. Be a little bit more considerate when you're in this environment, because we're seeing some of the effects of this stuff right now. With that being said, I'm out, and I'll holler at y'all next time. Peace.